This is Nepal's Global Dialogue Initiative, a platform for thoughtful reflection, for principled engagement, and for addressing the most urgent challenges of our time. Today, the line between local and global has all but vanished. What happens in one corner of the world echoes across the rest. The fire that rages in one land darkens the skies of others. The melting of distant glaciers shifts the rains, floods the fields, and parches the plains far away. The decisions of a few can shape the destiny of many. It is within this deeply interconnected reality that the Sagarmatha Sambad was born. A space for honest dialogue, for shared wisdom, for collective action. We have named it after Sagarmatha, the highest point on earth. And we hope this Sambad, our dialogue, will rise just as high. High in moral clarity, bold in intellectual courage, steady in our shared vision for a better world. Ladies and gentlemen, today the world stands before towering metaphorical mountains. Challenges loom vast and urgent. There, the recovery from the pandemic is still fragile. The climate crisis is speeding up. In many corners of the world, peace feels more distant than ever. Trust is global. Trust in global institutions is weakening. Inequalities within countries and across borders are growing deeper. Multilateralism, once a guiding light, now sways under heavy storms. And yet, amidst this uncertainty, we hold on to a simple, powerful belief: the power of dialogue. Ladies and gentlemen, Nepal is not just a piece of geography. It is a sacred land where wisdom breathes through every stone and stream. Here the spirit of awakening was born. This is the land of Lord Buddha. From this soil, a light emerged, guiding humanity towards peace, compassion, and harmony. It is soil where sages meditated, where seekers found truth, where rishis offered the world a wealth of knowledge that still uplifts the human soul. Nepal has always been a place of seekers, not of conquerors, but of contemplators. Not of battles, but of dialogue. Our tradition is rooted in listening with respect, in speaking with sincerity, and in seeking truth together. Sagarmatha Sambad is born from that very spirit. It is a gentle revival of our ancient ways, a space where wisdom bows to humility, where many voices come together with reverence, where we look for answers, not with ego, but with empathy. We are reminded of an ancient truth: Vade Vade Jayate Tattvada. through dialogue, truth, science. Even in moments of deep division, it is not silence or shouting that helps us. It is honest conversation. It is honest listening. It is speaking from the heart. Sagarmatha Samvad is our humble attempt to carry this sacred legacy forward. Our first theme speaks to our soul: climate change, mountains, and the future of humanity. As a Himalayan nation, this is not a distant issue. It is our daily reality. But it is not just ours, it is the world's. Can humanity survive without its mountains? Can we protect the future without protecting these ancient guardians? Mountains may seem far away, but their breath keeps half the world alive. From the Arctic to the Andes, from the Alps to the Himalayas. They are the Earth's water towers, they are our climate poles, and they are in danger. Their fragility is our shared vulnerability. From the lap of Sagarmatha, the world's highest peak, we send this message loud and clear. To protect the mountains is to protect the planet. To protect the mountains is to protect our seas. To protect the mountains is to protect humanity itself. Let this Samvad be not just a dialogue, but a determination. A determination to listen, to act, and to work together towards a gentler, wiser, and more compassionate world. Ladies and gentlemen, climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is the greatest challenge of our time. It touches everything: our planet, our people, our shared prosperity. No nation is untouched. No society is safe. But the heaviest burden falls on those least responsible. The poorest, the most vulnerable, the mountainous, and the least developed. Nepal stands among them. We have done little to cause this crisis, yet we face its harshest consequences. Glaciers are melting, rains are uncertain, landslides sweep away homes, floods and droughts come without warning. And still, we stand firm. Our emissions are small, almost negligible, but our contributions are meaningful. Our Himalaya cool the region, nature's own climate stabilizer. Our forests cover nearly half of the land, breathing in carbon, breathing out hope. Our rivers flow from the high snows, quenching the thirst of millions. Our protected areas are sanctuaries guarding the planet's rich biodiversity. Nepal has pledged net zero emission by 2045, 5 years ahead of the global target. We are advancing adaptation plans. We are greening our economy. We are weaving sustainability into our national vision. Yet we cannot do it alone. No country can. Climate change is a global emergency. It calls for a global response. A response anchored in justice, rooted in responsibility, fueled by solidarity. Climate justice must lead the way. Those who pollute the must do the most. They must support the most vulnerable with finance, with technology, with capacity. And let us not forget the mountains. Too often, they are ignored in global terms, yet they regulate climate. They store water. They recharge the land, they cradle life. When mountains fall, valleys suffer, rivers dry up, crops fail, oceans rise, lives unravel. The Himalaya, our third pole, are warming faster than the global average. Glaciers are vanishing. Glacial lakes are swelling. Millions downstream are at risk. We need a bold, integrated vision, a mountains to oceans approach. We must give mountains the attention they deserve, with special financing, with tailored policies. We must invest in clean energy, grow climate resilient crops, uplift women and youth, and protect those forced to move. Let us strengthen risk assessment, build early warning systems, share data, work together across borders, and most importantly, let us bridge ancient wisdom with modern innovation. This is how we build resilience. This is how we honor the earth. This is how we protect our shared future. Ladies and gentlemen, the mountains inspire us, not because they stand apart, but because they rise above. They offer perspective. They teach us to think beyond ourselves. In that spirit, our dialogue must rise to above narrow interest toward a higher shared purpose. Let us join hands. Let us act with courage and care for a future that is just, for a planet that is sustainable. We need fresh resolve, bold ideas, new investments, and deep cooperation across regions, across the world. A green, resilient, and sustainable future is not a choice. It is the only path forward. Sagarmatha Samvad is our humble offering, a global platform to listen, to speak, and to understand, a space to build trust, to imagine a world where harmony with nature and equity among people is not a distant dream but a living reality. Together, let us climb towards the summit of resilience, towards the peak of justice, toward a future built on shared hope. We look forward to your wisdom, to your voices, to your vision throughout this Samvad. May our time in Nepal be joyful and inspiring in the land of Sagarmatha, in the land of Buddha. Thank you. Thank you.